Hi friends, this is Manikanta Prasanna Kumar. Welcome to my channel Maths with Money. You can follow me on my Facebook page Maths with Money. Regarding myself, I cleared RRB NTPC and also SSC CGL, and I have selected as Customs Inspector in CGL 2017. So friends, welcome to the series of Xavier Aptitude Test exact previous questions on advanced maths topics. సో మనం ఆల్రెడీ నేను లాస్ట్ వీడియోలో మీకు చెప్పాను 2010 to 2020 ఎగ్జాక్ట్ ప్రీవియస్ క్వశ్చన్స్లో అడ్వాన్స్డ్ మ్యాథ్స్ సంబంధించిన క్వశ్చన్స్ అన్ని కూడా డిస్కస్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. అండ్ దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఫస్ట్ వీడియో. ఇన్ దిస్ వీడియో ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ ఎగ్జాక్ట్ 2010, that is 2010 question paper, in which 5 to 6 questions came on advanced maths topics. Okay. So before that, I want to tell you one thing. In the description and also in the comment section, I provided the link for the PDF. Okay, PDF ki sambandhinchi nenu oka link iవ్వడం జరిగింది. In that, from that you can easily download that PDF of those 5 to 6 questions. First, solve by yourself. మొదట మీరుగా సాల్వ్ చేయండి. నెక్స్ట్ వాచ్ ద వీడియో. ఓకే, how to solve the questions in less time. That's it. Okay. So let's start with the first question. X and Y are real numbers. Then the minimum value of x square plus 4xy plus 6y square minus 4y plus 4. This is an expression having two variables x and y, and you have to find out the minimum value of this expression. Okay. So basically, if you have only single variable x or only one variable y, and since the degree is 2, this quadratic expression has the minimum value or maximum value at x is equal to minus b by 2a, and the minimum or maximum value is 4ac minus b square by 4. So that we already learned in the quadratic equations or expressions. But here you have two variables x and y. Yes, then how can you solve this? So whenever these type of models will come in main exam, you have to solve in such a way that you have to write down two variables in a single square expression. Okay, suppose if I write down x square plus 4xy plus 4y square. Okay, in 6y I divide 6y square as 4y square and 2y square. Why? Enduku ila rastunante, because if I take x square plus 4xy plus 4y square, it is a perfect square term. Yes or no? I can write this as x plus 2y whole square. Yes, clear? Sir, why you are writing in that way? Enduku rastunante, when we have to find out the minimum value, if I have a square term, perfect square term, to get the minimum value, I can definitely take the value of this square term as 0, because the minimum value of some square term is 0, because it is always positive. What is the least positive value? 0. Yes, that's why I'll put 0 in this term to get the minimum value. Okay. Next, what is the remaining term? 2y square minus there is a 4y plus 4. Yes, since this is a perfect square term, the minimum value of this square term is 0. So I can take the total minimum value of this term is 0. So the remaining value, the minimum value for remaining expression is the minimum value for the overall expression. Okay. So 2y square minus 4y plus 4, it is a quadratic expression in single variable y. You can directly apply the formula. Or how can you solve the minimum value for a quadratic expression using differential equations? You can apply the differential equations also. Okay, how can you apply that? So 2y square minus 4y plus 4, differentiation with respect to y. 2y square differentiation 4y minus 4y differentiation 4. You have to equate the differentiation value to 0. 4y minus 4 equal to 0 means y is equal to 1. At y equal to 1, I'll get the minimum value. So substitute y equal to 1 in this expression. So 2y square, that is 2 into 1 square minus 4 into 1 plus 4. So minus 4 plus 4 cancel. 2 into 1 square means 2. That is third option is the correct answer. The same type of model will already came in CPU 2019 paper. Okay, so you may get this model in CGL 2019 mains also. Okay, I hope all of you understand when two variables are there, how do you find out the minimum value in less time. సో ఎలా చేయాలి అర్థమైంది అనుకుంటున్నాను నేను అందరికీ. సో మీరు ఫస్ట్ మీరు ఏదైతే టూ వేరియబుల్స్ ఉన్నాయో ఫస్ట్ ఒక పర్ఫెక్ట్ స్క్వేర్ టర్మ్ లా వచ్చేటట్లు ఆ పక్కన పెట్టుకుంటారు. మిగతా టర్మ్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో దానికి మినిమం వాల్యూ పెడితే సరిపోతుంది అనమాట. ఓకేనా? ఐ హోప్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ క్లియర్. Now I'll go to the next one, that is second one. Second one చూడండి. In an equilateral triangle ABC whose side length is 3 centimeters, it is 3 centimeters. D is a point on BC such that BD is to CD equal to 1:2. Then what is the length of AD? So first you have to draw the diagram. This is ABC. It is an equilateral triangle of side 3 units. Okay, clear? Next, what happened? D is a point on BC such that BD is to CD is 1:2. That means BD is one part, CD is two parts. So 1 plus 3 total 3 parts is 3 centimeters. So what is one part? It is 1 centimeter and it is 2 centimeters. Okay. And what is the length of AD? AD length. So if you watched my video of equilateral triangles, I made 3 videos on equilateral triangles. Okay, 2 or 3 videos. In that I told you, whenever there are two trisected points on the opposite side, then the length of AD or AE both are equal. √7/3 into A, that is side of the triangle. Okay, so direct ga మనం ఏం చెప్పొచ్చు, √7/3 into what is the side of the triangle, equilateral triangle, that is 3. So 3 cancel. And what is the answer? √7 is the value of AD or AE. Where it is? Third option is the correct answer. Otherwise, using Stewart's theorem also you can do it. Okay, if anybody of you remember the Stewart's theorem, that is A square x. Okay, is ax square plus by square is equal to c into z square plus xy. If you remember that, you can easily solve the problem with the Stewart's theorem also. Okay. Otherwise, how do you solve this? Nothing more than that. Draw the perpendicular. Draw the perpendicular, which is nothing but perpendicular bisector, since it is an equilateral triangle. Yes. Okay. So it divides the opposite side into 2 equal parts. So total 3 means it is 1.5 and it is 1.5. Okay. Since BD is 1, what about this length? 1.5 minus 1, that is 0.5. Okay. Next we have to find out AD. Since it is a perpendicular, that is altitude equal to √3/2 into A, that is 3√3/2. And this is 0.5, that is 1/2. And you have to find out AD. Okay, that's it. So this is A, D, and it for suppose it is F అనుకోండి. ఏమైపోయిందమ్మా, 3√3/2 whole square plus 1/2 whole square. Okay, how much? So రెండిట్లో 1/2 కామన్ తీసేయండి. And 3√3 whole square means 27 plus 1, 28. 28 under root means 2√7. So 2 cancel and √7 is the value of AD. So this is another method you have to follow. So ఇది మనకి procedure అన్నమాట, and this is the direct formula, and we already discussed in this in the equilateral triangles. Okay, So this is another model came in 2010 paper. Okay, I hope all of you understand this, and I'll go to the next one, that is third one. Yes, see the third one. Two poles of height 2 meters and 3 meters which are 5 meters apart. Two poles are there. One is 2 meters height and another one is 3 meters height. Okay. And what is the distance between them? 5 meters apart. That means distance between these two poles is 5 meters. The height of the point of intersection of the lines joining the top of each poles to the foot of opposite poles. That means foot of the pole to the top of the other pole or intersect at some point. Okay, what you have to find out, the height of this point of intersection, you have to find out this length. You have to find out this length. For suppose this length is x, you have to find out x. Okay, in similar triangles I told you this directly. Whenever these triangles or right angle triangles or parallel lines, whenever these lines are parallel and if the tops with bottoms intersect at some point and the length of this line segment, black line segment, for suppose this is A and it is B, and what about this line segment? Product of the values by sum of the values. I already did a proof also in similar triangles. Please watch that video in similar triangles. Okay, using similar triangles we can solve this. Without using this distance of 5 meters, we can easily solve the value of x. So what is the value of x here? Product of these two, that is with 2 into 3 by 2 plus 3. That is 6 by 5. 6 by 5 means how much? 1.2 meters. 1.2, where it is? First option is the correct answer. That's it. Okay, these models are very easy without applying all the things when you remember the direct formula. I hope all of you clear. Okay, please watch the video if anybody has doubt. Okay, I explained this in similar triangles concept. Okay, important models in similar triangles. Okay, next one, that is fourth one. See this. Let S1, S2 and so on be the squares such that for each n greater than or equal to 1. Okay, and the length of diagonal of Sn, the length of diagonal of Sn is equal to the length of the side of Sn plus 1. అంటే ఏంటి ఇక్కడ మీకు, the side of S2 is equal to the diagonal of S1. Okay, similarly side of S3 is equal to the diagonal of S2. Okay, that is important. Okay, if the length of the side of S3 is 4 centimeter, then what is the length of the side Sn? Sn side enta అని అడుగుతున్నాను. It is very simple. Okay, first I'll tell you through options. If the options, that means more than one option has some same value, then you can proceed using procedure. Okay, let's see the length of side S3. The side of S3 is given as 4 centimeters. But here please remember the length of side Sn plus 1, that is S3 can be written as S2 plus 1. Yes or no? S2 plus 1. This side is equal to the diagonal of S2 or Sn. Yes, diagonal of S2, which is given as 4 centimeters. So side of S3 or S2 plus 1, which is same as diagonal of S2, which is 4 centimeters. Okay, then what is the side of S2? From this, can you tell me what is side of S2? Diagonal is 4 centimeters, means what is the side of S2? Diagonal is 4, so side is equal to 2 root 2. Because D equal to diagonal equal to root 2a. When I know the diagonal, what is the side? D by root 2, that is 2 root. Clear? Now observe this.
Side of S3 is 4 centimeter. Side of S2 is 2 root 2. And you have to find out side of SN. SN find out shall. Okay. That means if I substitute n is equal to 3, then what is the value of Sn? That is 4. If I substitute n is equal to 2, then what is the value of Sn? It is 2 root 2. Clear? So now observe, when I substitute 3 in first option, 2, 3, 6 plus 1, 7 by 2, 2 power 7 by 2, which is not equal to 4. So first option is wrong. Second option, 2 into 3 minus 1, that is 2 into 2, 4. It may be the answer. Yes, it may be the answer. And next, third option, 2 power 3 minus 1. 2 power 3 minus 1 means 2 square, that is 4. It may be the option. And 2 power 3 plus 1 by 2, that is 2 square, 4. It may be the answer. But when I substitute n is equal to 2, n equal to 2, then you can't substitute that n equal to 2 in the first option because we already eliminated it. Okay. See the second option. If I n is equal to 2, 2 into 2 minus 1, that is 2 into 1, 2. But you have to get the 2 root. So second option is also eliminated. Okay. Next, 2 power 2 minus 1. 2 power 2 minus 1 means 2 power 1, 2. But you have to get 2 root 2. So it is also eliminated. Next, 2 power 2 plus 1 by 2. That is 2 power 3 by 2, which means 2 root 2. So only fourth option is satisfied. So what is the correct answer? Fourth option is the correct answer. That's it. So this is the general method, or using substitution you can easily solve it. Okay. Then what is the correct procedure to solve this? What is the correct procedure? I always tell you the procedure also, don't worry. Let's see. Side of what he was given, length of the diagonal of Sn is equal to side of Sn plus 1. So side of Sn plus 1 is equal to diagonal of Sn that he was given. Yes. In place of diagonal of Sn, I can write, what I can write? D equal to root 2a. Yes, that means root 2 times of side of Sn. Yes or no, I can write. Now, that means side of Sn plus 1 is given as root 2 times of side of Sn. Then what is the value of the ratio side of Sn plus 1 to side of Sn? It is equal to root 2. Sn plus 1 and Sn, these are the consecutive terms, and that the consecutive terms ratio is root 2. That means it is a common ratio. So I can tell definitely S1, S2, S3 are in the geometric progression in which the common ratio is root 2. Okay. And what he was given, S3 is given. S3, can you tell me the general of the geometric progression? AR square and so on. Yes. The third term S3 AR square is given as 4 centimeters. What is the value of R? Root 2. So R square equal to 2. So 2 ones, 2 twos. So what is the value of A? 2 centimeters. So I know the starting term, that is the first term, and common ratio. And you have to find out the length of Sn, that is nth term. Here not Sn is the sum of n terms. Here Sn is the side of the nth square. Okay, that means nth term. So what is the formula for nth term? A into R power n minus 1. A is equal to 2. R equal to root 2 whole to the power of n minus 1. Root 2 whole to the power of n minus 1 means 2 into 2 power n minus 1 by 2. Here both base are 2. So power should be added. So 2 power, nothing, it is 1. 1 plus n minus 1 by 2, which is equal to 2 power n plus 1 by 2. That is the fourth option in this case. I hope all of you understand this. So this is the general thing you have to follow, but using substitution you can easily solve in less time. Clear? So in the progressions you may get this type of question in SSC CGL. Okay, I hope clear. Now I'll go to the next one, that is the fifth one. We already discussed this type of model in parallelograms, which already discussed. See the fifth one. ABCD is a parallelogram with angle ABC 60 degrees. One internal angle of the parallelogram is given as 60. And if the longer diagonal is of length 7 centimeters and the area of the parallelogram is 15 root 3 by 2, then what is the perimeter of the parallelogram? Here, for suppose if I take a parallelogram ABCD, okay, since the acute angle, this is angle ABC, is given as 60, okay, and diagonal, the longer diagonal means it is opposite to the longest angle. Yes, so BD is the longer diagonal because it is 120. Since it is 60, it is 120 degrees. For suppose the adjacent sides of the parallelogram are A and B, then what is the perimeter? 2 times of A plus B. That means if I know the value of A plus B, if I multiply with 2, then I can easily get the value of perimeter. Yes, so answer should be the multiple of 2. So maybe option C or option D. First two options cannot be the answers. Okay, let's see. What he was given? Length of the longer diagonal, it is given as 7. What is area of the parallelogram given? 15 root 3 by 2. So from the second case, that is the area, what is the formula for area of the parallelogram? AB sine theta. Yes, that is AB sine 120. Sine 120 is same as sine 60, which is equal to root 3 by 2. It is given as 15 root 3 by 2. So root 3 by 2 and root 3 by 2 cancel, and what is the value of AB? It is 15. Okay. Next, what is the other condition? Here we, in the triangle BCD, if I take this a triangle BCD, the sides are AB and 7 and the angle between A and B is 120. So now I'll apply cosine rule. Okay. What is the cosine rule? You have cos 120 is equal to, what is the value of cos 120? Minus 1 by 2, which is equal to sum of the squares of the adjacent side, that is A square plus B square minus 7 square by 2 into product of the adjacent sides AB. Yes, so 2 cancel, and what is the value of AB? It is 15. So 15 it వచ్చేసింది అనుకోండి, already minus 1 is there, minus 1 into 15 minus 15. So what is the value of A square plus B square? It is equal to minus 15 plus 49, that is equal to 34. But what we have to find out? Find out here 2 into A plus B find out cheyali. I know the value of AB and I know the value of A square plus B square. From these two values, I can easily find out the value of A plus B. Yes or no? How? A square plus B square can be written as A plus B whole square minus 2AB, which is equal to 34. So AB is 15, 15 into 2, 30. E minus 30 at elbow is 64. A plus B whole square is 64. So what is the value of A plus B? 8. Since A plus B is 8, so 2 into 8, that is 16 centimeters, is the perimeter of the parallelogram. That's it. You have to solve this problem in this way only. There is no other method. Okay. You have to solve it in this way, and the correct answer is option C. I hope clear. We already discussed the same model in our videos also, in the parallelogram videos itself. I hope all of you clear. And the last one in 2010 question paper it is regarding mensuration topic. See the sixth one. A tank internally measuring 150 centimeters by 120 centimeters by 100 centimeters has 12,81,600 centimeter cube water in it. Porous bricks are placed in the water until the tank is full up to its brim. Okay. Each brick absorbs 1/10 of its volume of the water. How many bricks of 20 centimeters by 6 centimeters by 4 centimeters can be put in the tank without spilling over the water. So I hope all of you understand this concept. First, you have to understand the problem itself. Okay. So first, there is a tank. There is a cuboidal tank. This cuboidal tank dimensions are 150 and 120 and 100 centimeters. Okay. So if I put all the volume, or what is the volume of this cuboid finally? With the dimensions LBH, what is the volume of the cuboid? LBH, yes. So 150 into 120 into 100. This is the total capacity or the total volume of this cuboidal tank. So 12 into 15, that is 180. So finally I can get 18 lakhs. Yes or no? 18 lakh centimeter cube. Yes. But out of this total capacity 80 lakhs, it was given that 12,81,600 centimeter cube water is filled in this tank. So ఎంత ఫిల్ చేశాడు? 12,81,600 centimeter cube is filled. So what is the remaining portion? What is the remaining portion? You have to subtract it. So 18 minus 12, 6, but here 1081. So 5,18,400 centimeter cube is the remaining portion you have to fill. Yes. But what he was given, there are porous bricks. What is the meaning of porous bricks? Porous bricks means they have pores. So they can absorb the water. Okay. There are bricks such that they have a property that they absorb the water. ఓకే, మనకి ఇటుకలు తెలుసాం కదమ్మా, ఇటుకలు ఏంటంటే ఇవి అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తున్నాయి వాటర్. అలాంటి బ్రిక్స్ ని వీడు వేసాడు అనమాట ఈ మిగతా పోర్షన్ లో. అయితే ఇప్పుడు ఎప్పుడైనా కూడా మీరు చిన్నప్పుడు ఒక స్టోరీ నేర్చుకుని ఉంటారు. కాకి ఒక కుండలో కింద నీళ్లు ఉన్నాయని రాళ్ళు వేస్తూ ఉంటే అలాగా నీళ్లు పైకి వస్తాయి, ఆ నీళ్లు తాగుతూ వెళ్ళిపోతున్నాయి. అట్లానే ఇక్కడ మనకి ఖచ్చితంగా నేను ఇక్కడ రాళ్ళు వేస్తున్నప్పుడు, ఆ ఇటుకలు వేస్తున్నప్పుడు ది వాటర్ లెవెల్ విల్ రైజ్. ఎస్ అన్న, వాటర్ లెవెల్ అనేది ఖచ్చితంగా రైజ్ అవుతుంది. ఎస్. అయితే వీడి ఇటుకలు వేస్తున్నాడు ఎంతవరకు వేస్తున్నాడు? వాటర్ అనేది కరెక్ట్ గా పై వరకు వచ్చినంత వరకు వాటర్ ఇటుకలు వేస్తూనే ఉన్నాడు. ఓకే, he was putting or he was placing the bricks until and unless the water is up to the brick. Okay, and what is the characteristic of that brick he was given? It absorbs 1/10 of the water. Okay, అంటే ఒక వాటర్ 10 లీటర్లు ఉన్నాయనుకోండి, 10 liters out of 10 liters 1 liter is absorbed by that brick. Okay, now how many bricks of 20 by 6 by 4? That means what is the each brick size? What is the brick size of our brick dimensions? 20 by 6 by 4. That means what is the volume of each brick? So 20 into 4 into 6, that is 480. Yes or no? 480 centimeter cube. One brick volume is 480. For suppose it requires n bricks. If it requires n bricks, or if he was placed n bricks such that the water is up to the brim. Okay, so what is the volume of all those n bricks? Motta n bricks yokka volume enta untundi? 480 n. Yes or no? So he was given 1/10 of the volume is absorbed. That means 10 parts is 410 n, but 1 part is absorbed. So what about 9 parts? Basically 10 parts అనేది total volume of the bricks, but 1 part absorb చేసేసుకుంటుంది brick, కాబట్టి remaining 9 parts is equal to how much? 9 into 480 n by 10, or 9 into 48 n, that is 432 n. This 432 n volume is equal to the remaining volume. I hope all of you understand. ఇప్పుడు 10 పార్ట్స్ మొత్తం బ్రిక్స్ యొక్క వాల్యూమ్ కి ఈక్వల్ గా ఉంటుంది. కానీ ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నాడు, 1 పార్ట్ అనేది అబ్జార్బ్ చేసేసుకుంటుంది కాబట్టి ద రిమైనింగ్ 9 పార్ట్స్ కెన్ బి ఫిల్డ్ విత్ ద రిమైనింగ్ పోర్షన్ ఏదైతే ఉందో అది ఈ 9 పార్ట్స్ తో ఫిల్ చేయాలి. సో దట్ 9 పార్ట్స్ బికమ్స్ హౌ మచ్, 432 N. So this 432 N is filled 5,18,400 centimeter cube space. Okay, so what is the value of N? N value ఇంకెంత వస్తుంది, you have to divide 432 once, 432 and 432 twos, so 12. Already we have 2 zeros. So what is the value of N? 1200. That means 1200 bricks are needed to fill the tank up to its brim. I hope all of you understand this. So what is the answer? 1200. That is second option is the correct answer. These type of models definitely come up in SSC CGL 2019 mains exam, of course. Okay, so please share this video who are preparing for the CGL 2019 mains, because definitely I'll tell all the 2010 to 20, that means more than 60 questions. Out of 60 questions, definitely you may get the same type of models, 5 to 6 questions you may get it. Same models, maybe same values also. Okay, so that's why you have to prepare these questions and download the PDF from the description and also comment section.
Hold on friends, wait for 2 minutes. I will tell you 2 things for you. So the things are here. First thing, all Pure Maths topics PDFs are available in Instamojo. సో ఇక్కడ ప్యూర్ మ్యాథ్స్ అనగానే మీకు కొన్ని టాపిక్స్ తెలియాలి. సో ప్యూర్ మ్యాథ్స్ అంటే మనకి ఏమొస్తాయి, ఆల్జీబ్రా వస్తుంది, ట్రిగ్నోమెట్రీ, జియోమెట్రీ, కోఆర్డినేట్ జియోమెట్రీ, మెన్సురేషన్, 2D and 3D అండ్ ప్రోగ్రెషన్స్. ఈ టాపిక్స్ అన్ని కూడా మనకి ప్యూర్ మ్యాథ్స్ టాపిక్స్ కింద వస్తాయి. సో వీటన్నిటికీ కూడా నా క్లాస్ నోట్సెస్, అలానే తర్వాత మీకు దానికి సంబంధించిన ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అనేవి మీకు ప్రస్తుతం ఇన్స్టామోజోలో ఉన్నాయి. వీటితో పాటు డిఏఓకి ఎవరైతే ప్రిపేర్ అవుతున్నారో, ఏపీపీఎస్సీ కండక్ట్ చేసే డిఏఓ ఎగ్జామ్ కి సంబంధించిన స్టాటిస్టిక్స్, మ్యాట్రిసెస్, లాగరిథమ్స్ అండ్ బైనోమియల్ థీరం అండ్ ఆల్సో సెట్స్, రిలేషన్స్ అండ్ ఫంక్షన్స్, ఈ టాపిక్స్ కూడా మీకు పీడిఎఫ్స్ అనేవి అవైలబుల్ గా ఉన్నాయి. అంతేకాకుండా ఏపీపీఎస్సీకి సంబంధించి ప్రీవియస్ ఇయర్స్ క్వశ్చన్స్ కంపైలేషన్ అనేది టాపిక్ వైజ్ చేశాను. సో ఆ టాపిక్ వైజ్ కంపైలేషన్ కూడా మీకు ఇప్పుడు ఇన్స్టామోజోలో మీకు అవైలబుల్ గా ఉంది. సో మీకు ఎవరికైతే ఇవి కావాలనుకుంటున్నారో వీళ్ళు డైరెక్ట్ గా నేను లింక్స్ అనేవి డిస్క్రిప్షన్ లో ఇచ్చాను, వాటి నుంచి అయినా మీరు పర్చేజ్ చేయొచ్చు. లేదు అంటే నా నెంబర్ కి 9490882754 ఈ నెంబర్ కి మీరు వాట్సాప్ చేసిన త్రూ వాట్సాప్ ద్వారా కూడా మీరు పర్చేజ్ చేయొచ్చు. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ సెకండ్ థింగ్ ఏంటి అంటే కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ గురించి. ఎఫ్ఎక్స్ క్లౌడ్ అనేది ఒక వెబ్సైట్ అన్నమాట. సో దే ఆర్ ప్రొవైడింగ్ కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ డైలీ అండ్ వీక్లీ అండ్ మంత్లీ అండ్ ఆల్సో ఇయర్లీ. సో ఇక్కడ మీకు ఏంటంటే డైలీ, వీక్లీ, మంత్లీ, ఇయర్లీ వాళ్ళు ప్రొవైడ్ చేయడానికి వాళ్ళు తీసుకునే అమౌంట్ కూడా ఎక్కువేం కాదు. సో జస్ట్ 300 రూపీస్. దానికి తోడు ఇంకా మీరు నా రిఫరల్ కోడ్ మ్యాథ్స్ విత్ మనీ అనే రిఫరల్ కోడ్ వాడారనుకోండి, ఇంకొక 10% తగ్గుతుంది. అంటే 30 రూపీస్ మీకు తగ్గి 270 రూపీస్కే మీకు వస్తుంది అనమాట. ఓకే, సో నేను లింక్స్ అనేవి డిస్క్రిప్షన్ లో ఇచ్చాను. సో ప్లీజ్ ఒకసారి చూడండి, మీకే ఒక ఐడియా వస్తుంది లింక్స్ గురించి, అంటే ఆ ఎఫ్ఎక్స్ క్లౌడ్ కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్. సో శాంపిల్ పీడిఎఫ్స్ కూడా వాళ్ళు పెట్టారు, వాళ్ళు ఎలా ఉంటాయి అనేది చూసి పర్చేజ్ చేసుకోండి, చాలా బాగుంది. Okay, even I am also following the same rules. Okay, with this I'll conclude this session and have a good day and all the best to all of you. Thank you very much and Jai Hind.